What is your story of becoming discreetly rich?
My goal was 1 million rands net worth by the age of 40. We attained the goal at age 31. Today, at the age of 34, our combined net worth is 11.6 million rands, and all that is not including the equity in our home and the equity in a small business my wife runs. I can tell you the story, but it will probably bore you to sleep. I had it in my head that at age 25, I wanted to become a millionaire in 15 years. So I sat down in front of a computer and I opened up Excel. I made a simple spreadsheet that assumed market returns of 7%. I then calculated how much money you will need to save each year to obtain the millionaire status by 40. We then proceeded to save the amount of money generated by the spreadsheet and invested it in the index funds, basing our lifestyles around the remaining income. That's it. Why did it happen sooner? My wife hated a job. She was treated with very little respect by some members in the office. I suspect it's because she was young and good at her job, so she left. I told her to take some time for herself and figure out what she wanted to do. Little by little, she began doing some bookkeeping and tax work for some former clients. She's an accountant. As word got around, more people called. She began networking with her and her two employees. It's humble, but we are able to save 100% of her earnings, which helped us reach our goals sooner. If you met me on the street, you would think I was a generic 30-something-year-old with the same stresses of corporate jobs, house and kids that most middle-class 30-something-year-old deal with. You'd probably assume I was barely getting by when you saw my dirty 14-year-old car, especially after you learned that I like to commute by bike most of the time anyway, and that's it. Having means is often more about your lifestyle than your earnings. Unfortunately, I'm not a savvy businessman who made millions in his 20s while driving a Ferrari and flying first class. I used a spreadsheet, saved that amount of money, and built my lifestyle around that savings rate. Then my wife and I woke up rich. I told you it was a boring story. Follow us to learn how to build wealth.